All right, so my goal today is to get that sill all done, so that I can spray the magnetic paint chassis saver in there. So I'm gonna start by vacuuming out the debris from drilling those access holes, and um, I'll fill the pinholes that I found, um, and um, then I'll make the patch for that lower left corner of the fender. Alright, I got my pinholes filled, but they weren't really pinholes. They were where I drilled through the outer sill with the inner sill in order to bind them up with screws before welding them. So now I made a new attachment for my fishing rods, wire fishing rods, with a wire brush on the end. So I'm going to scrub out the bottom of the outer sill as the last step, because I want to do that before I make the little patch piece right there. And I'm going to start this, and then I think Derek's going to have lunch for us. Alright, so I marked the area that I'm going to cut, and we'll replace all of this little piece. Should go quick. Since I'm going to be underneath, I'm going to wear safety glasses and my big face shield. That white stuff is the caulk that Jaguar used to glue the outer sills to the front and back plates, the closing plates. Doesn't seem to stick very well. Might have been a little bit ahead of their time with their ability to execute on that front. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'll make my patch. I'm going to flange it for here and probably here. I'll just make welding easier, and then I will use my shrinker to get this curve built in there. We'll get that all put back together. You can see the race there is nice and clean. It's just where the caulk that they used is icky. What I'll probably do is when I clean this area out here from the undercoating, when I start working on this back area, I'll dig all that stuff out, and then I have some high strength 3M adhesive stuff that I'm going to push in there instead. So alright, so what I did was to get the profile, I matched it up with a part of the car that didn't look like it had ever been dented. This is the very bottom of the outer sill. It's kind of flat, and then it curves gently. So now I'll use my shrinker to match this profile. Alright, so now we're going to use the shrinker on this edge to shrink this line right here so that the whole thing curves to match that. The way we do that is with the shrinker. So you put the piece of metal in, and then when you push, see how it pushes it together? And so the jaws will grab onto the sheet metal and smush it in to make it smaller. Let's see if I can. Hold on. See, just with that one push, you can already see we got curve. And then we compare it to our template. And we need to get it more curved down here. Let's see how the teeth grab and squeeze it. See, more curved. Get a little bit more curve on the bottom. Okay, that's pretty good. So now I just need to get a little crease right there so it matches the original sill, and we're good to go. All right. So we got the patch in, welded it, wasn't any big deal, so I'll grind these down. One thing, let's see if we can see it. my patch kind of bends in a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'd already cut a slot there so that this could be flat. I'm just going to take my air saw and cut that up here, and then I'll put a piece of flat aluminum with clamps to get it so that it's perfectly in line with this. Probably more so than it came from the factory, but it'll bother me otherwise. So, making progress. All right, so I got it all blended out. Oh, there it is. So we're good there. And then I cut my slot along that edge. So I'm gonna start by welding that top seam, and then I'll smooth that out, and then I'll put in the aluminum. I may put the aluminum behind it. Either way, making progress. All right, so I think we can declare victory. Let's see. It's all welded in. Not sure how this little corner is supposed to be finished. You'd think it'd be like a half round, but I don't know. I'll see about going on the internet to see. But got a little bit of a shallow in here, which is fine because got to put my kitty hair fiberglass filler in there. For the gap in here, I used 030 welding wire at the top, and then towards the bottom I used a piece of clothes hanger. Got a bunch over there on my little sports toys rack that I use for painting small parts. So I used a belt sander and flattened it on both sides, and then tacked it in and moved it through. I think I saw that on ASIC Eric and Fireman 164 or something like that. Do that, so that worked out really well. So I think we're in good shape down there. It's all for Saturday.